Hello and welcome along to the William Hill Racing Podcast. We're going to look ahead to a fantastic day in Fairyhouse. It's Irish Grand National Day there, and joining me on the line to look ahead to the action is champion jockey AP McCoy. How are you, AP?
Good, thank you.
Good. Pretty good day for you yesterday on the first day of the meeting with Sir Scorpion, and a great performance on Gil Gamboa there. You must have enjoyed yourself yesterday.
Yeah, very much so. Obviously winning the big race on Gil Gamboa was nice. He battled on well, he jumped very well in the latter stages of the race when he needed to, and it was good. And obviously having the winner and Sir Scorpion earlier on the day helps things too, but Gil Gamboa was certainly very enjoyable.
Yeah, and on to Irish Grand National Day today. It's another big day. You've got plenty of rides today as well, AP. You looking forward to today?
Yeah, very much so. As we all know, the Irish Grand National is one of the highlights, or if not the highlight, of the Irish jumping calendar. So big race to look forward to, and I'm very much looking forward to it as well.
Okay, and I must ask you before we get stuck into the days as well, it's obviously less than a week to go now until the Grand National over here, and anything that you could tell us about your ride at the front door?
No, everything seems good at the moment, so hopefully it'll remain that way, and John Joe's very happy with him, so we're looking forward to him, but it is the Grand National, so we're going to need a lot of luck and running, that's for sure.
Fantastic. Well, we'll look ahead to that later on in the week. We'll be speaking to AP throughout Aintree, but let's look at Fairyhouse today. The first race is the 2:45. We start here with a Grade 3 hurdle over 2 miles. Cosimo is the 5-4 market leader this morning. 6-1 for Prussian Eagle, 7s for Sam Red. Whiteout is 8-1, 10s for Business Sivola, and 14-1 or bigger prices for the others. No ride for you, AP, here, so we'll start with Cosimo, who's the market leader here. Well beaten in the Triumph, but looks pretty classy at Gorham before that. But should he be 5-4 here?
I suppose maybe on terms of the form through Prussian Eagle. As we said, the Cosimo got well enough beating the Triumph, but before that, as you said, he'd won well at Gorham. His form looked okay. As I said, he beat Prussian Eagle that day, and you think to yourself that there's no reason why he could reverse the form, and he's second favourite. The other ones, Willie Mullins' other horses, the likes of Whiteout, won well at Gorham as well. I thought he might be a danger. He's got a couple of others, Benitez, Zabola, and Gordon Elliott has got one there, Chatham House Rule. I don't think any of their form is really as good as what the Cosmos is, so not original, so I think he deserves to be favourite.
And do you think he'll win?
I think he'll win, yeah.
All right, the 3:20 is the second race. This is the Grade 2 Keelings Irish Strawberry Hurdle. It's over 2.5 miles. The dig out has been well back this morning at 7-4 from 5-2. 3-1 for 1,000 Stars. Noble Endeavour is 7-2. 8-1 for Zypor and 12s or bigger for the others. Last year's winner back to defend his crown in 1,000 Stars AP, but he takes on a pretty informed dig out. So do you see those two the main two here?
Yeah, I think so, and I think the dig out, as you said, has been in great form. His last couple of wins at Navan last time, he beat Zypur and beat him well, and before that he beat him at Gorham Park. Don't see any reason why that Zypur would get anywhere closer to dig out today. And of the others, this 1,000 Stars is obviously the main danger. As you said, he won the race last year and won on Toy after that, and was a little bit disappointed in his last run, but I think the dig out looks the obvious one. Hard to fancy any of the others really. I suppose Noble Endeavour, you could give him a chance. He ran very well behind Carol de Vic at Cheltenham. Got a little bit defined on the ratings with the dig out. I would say Noble Endeavour is the main danger to dig out, but I think the dig out will win.
To dig out to win the second race. The third race is the 3:55. This is a 0-140 handicap hurdle over 2 3/4 miles. Mydor is 13-2 at the top of the betting. 7-1 for I Shot the Sheriff and Rupert Lamb. 8s for Flaming Dawn. Mine now is 9s and 10-1 or bigger prices for the others. It's your first ride of the day, AP, as well. You ride the Edward O'Grady trained Flaming Dawn, who put in an improved effort at the course last time. Maybe should have won that day, and the blinkers go on. Will that help?
Well, hopefully the blinkers will help. As I said, he comes up against the horse that beat him right down the middle. Hopefully he'll improve for the blinkers being on. He's got a good chance. Very open handicap, we should expect. The likes of I Shot the Sheriff. Won well enough at Wexford last time. So he did. He's a horse that's getting the hang of things now. And of the others, My Door of Tony Burns obviously was third at Kempton behind Daniel of Nicky Henderson's. Before that, he ran okay at Punchestown. Those are probably the obvious ones. If I was picking one at a bigger price, I'd actually go for JP's other horse, Fever Pitch. He's been running okay over fences. He's back over hurdles now. He's only got 9-10. Wouldn't be surprised to see him have a little chance. Fever Pitch. I'm hoping Flaming Dawn will win. I'd be inclined to go for a bit of value in something like Fever Pitch.
A couple of options there then in the 355. The 425 is the grade 2 novice hurdle on the card. It's over 2 miles, and you're on board the well-backed Blair Perrone here, AP, who was 5-1 into 7-2 this morning. He's now second favourite behind Sempre Medici, who's 9-4, 7-1 for Max Dynamite, 15-2 for Phil's Magic, and 10's all bigger for the others. An easy win last time, and he looks to be improving this Tony Martin runner.
Yeah, he is improving. He won well. There's no doubt he won well last time, and at Gorham Park. And before that, he'd obviously finished behind Sempre Medici at Leopardstown. He's got a good chance. There's no doubt. Sempre Medici ran at Cheltenham, obviously, and before that, he obviously had run at Leopardstown, and before that, he was second to Jolly Allen at Kempton. Some of the form is solid enough. But not an outstanding favourite, I don't think, by any means. They're not a favourite that looks unbeatable. I think it's a very open race. Blair Perrone, I think, has a very good chance. Of the others, I think Rock the World of Jesse Harrington's has got some good form along the way. He was a bit disappointing last time in the big handicap hurdle at Leopardstown, but before that he was second to Shantu Ed, and before that he won at Punchestown. So Rock the World is not without a chance. But I'm hoping Blair Perrone is good enough to win. I don't think Sempre Medici is by any means unbeatable, so I'm going to go for Blair Perrone.
Blair Perrone for AP. In the 425, the 5 o'clock is the big race of the afternoon. It's the Irish Grand National, a Grade A handicap chase over 3 miles and 5 furlongs. 30 of them in the lineup here, and we've got 11-1 joint favourites in Cantlow and Empire of Dirt. Perfect Gentleman is 12-1 with Los Amigos. It's 14s for Lots of Memories and Champagne James. 16-1 for Grand Gesture and The Job Is Right and Vic's Canvas. And then 18-1 or bigger prices for the others. You're on board Cantlow here, AP, one of the market leaders. Recent form doesn't look too inspiring, but he's dropped quite a long way in the handicap. Tongue tie goes on for the first time today. A reported breathing problem. Do you fancy your chances this afternoon?
I would have done on better ground. The ground was very testing yesterday, and I think that's definitely going to be against Cantlow. It definitely doesn't help his chances. It was real hard work and deep and testing, and he's definitely a better horse on better ground. So I think he's got a chance, but I think that's all. I think if on better ground he would have had a better chance. But hopefully he run well. His form is pretty moderate. He's a stone lower in the weights because he's been running terrible, and I'm hopeful, that's for sure. Hopeful, and that's as far as it goes. If in doubt, I think as equal a chance. It's just going to be tough for him as a novice to try and win an Irish Grand National with top weight, but he's got a good claimer on him, claiming 5, and there's no doubt that he's got a decent chance. He ran okay in the RSA chase at Cheltenham. Of the others, Los Amigos of Jim Draper is a horse that I think is a big chance. Definitely being laid out for the race, and I can see him performing well. Of the others, Emperor of Dirt, of Gigginstown's and Colin Murphy's, he's another one that I think has got a very good chance. I mean, it's the Irish Grand National, Perfect Gentleman, Ruby Walsh. I know that I read some of the other day where he was very sweet on him on Perfect Gentleman. So he's one that's got a very good chance. But hopefully Cantlow is going to run well. I think Los Amigos, I thought he won well last time at Ferryhouse. His form is pretty solid. I like him. I like Los Amigos. I think him and Emperor of Dirt are the two that are going to take the beating.
Couple of runners against field there for AP then in the Irish Grand National. The 5:35 is the 6th race on the card. This is a Grade 3 mares chase over 2.5 miles. The market headed by Willie Mullins trained Vroom Vroom Mag, who's 4-11 at the top of the market. 5-1 for Biley Babe, who's the mount of AP. 13-2 for Burn and Turn. Dazzling Susie is 40s and 50s. For the other two, Biley Babe has some good form in the book, AP. But is it going to be tough to beat this Mullins runner?
Yeah, you're right. Beverly Babe ran very well at Leopardstown last time behind Fox Rock. Before that, she was third at Ferry House behind Master Hotelier, and that's not bad form. But Vroom Vroom Mag, I know that they think the world of her, and I know Ruby does as well. So I do think they think she's very good, and I can see her being very, very difficult to beat. Very difficult to go against her, and I'd love Beverly Babe to beat her. Hopefully she's got a good chance, but I think Vroom Vroom Mag, on all reality of the matter, is it should be hard to beat. Burn and Turn has got some good form. Won in Limerick earlier on in the year, and finished third behind Don Cossack at Downwell. But again, I think she's a little bit like Beverly Babe. I think she could be outclassed by Vroom Vroom Mag, so I think she'll take all the beating, I'm afraid.
Vroom Vroom Mag to take all the beating there. The 6:05 is the penultimate race on the card. This is a novice handicap chase over the extended 2 miles and 3/4, or 2 3/4 miles rather. It's the Ice I Like is the 11-4 market leader. 6-1 for Coolanok Glebe, 6-1 also for Mallards in Flight, 13-2 for I Be Telling You a Lie, 8-1 for Derry Crin, and 10s or bigger for the others. You're on board. It's the Ice I Like, AP. A string of 2s next to his name now. Is today the day it goes back to a 1?
Yeah, he's got some good form. There's no doubt, but it's he was second at Limerick over 3 miles. Got beaten there. He was second at Navan the time before, and he was second at Thurles before that. So, if you were asking me, it looks like the handicapper has got him where he wants him. But hopefully he's got a good chance in what looks an open race. Of the others, Mallards in Flight, I thought might be one that was a danger. He won last time at Clonmel, and looks like a horse that is going the right way now. Fergie the Legend, another one down the bottom that won last time. He's not in bad form either, but that was a bit of a surprise win. He's the Rock has been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Hopefully the Ice I Like is got a good chance. The horse at the top, like a lot, is another one with a chance as well. But hopefully that it's the Ice I Like has a very good chance. A very open race, and he's as good a chance as anything else. So I'm going to go for it's the Ice I Like.
It's the Ice I Like for AP then in the 6:05. The 6:35 is the final race at Fairyhouse this afternoon. It's a 2 mile bumper to finish with, and our Court de Tour is 11-4 at the top of the market. 3-1 for Space Cadet. Ice Cold Soul is 7-2. 4-1 for Annie Bell Fly. And 6-1 for Live, Love, Laugh, and 50s or bigger for the other two. Quite an open finish to the card, AP. Who would you recommend for the bumper?
I like Space Cadet of Gordon Elliott. He was second last time to Pile on the Pressure at Naas. I think Pile on the Pressure is a very good horse. Before that, he'd won at Leopardstown. I think that form is alright. Willie Mullins obviously got a few in here. A Court de Tour, as you said, of Willie's run at Cheltenham was disappointing enough. He'd won at Fairyhouse before that and won a point to point. And Live, Love, Laugh is his other runner. Who, again, the fact that Patrick's riding the other horse, I think, is a little bit of a negative. And the top horse in all Meads, Ice Cold Soul, has won a point to point and 2 bumpers and looks not too bad at all. But I'm going to go for Space Cadet. I think it's an advantage, the fact that he hasn't been to Cheltenham, and he'd be a little bit fresher maybe than the Willie's 2 horses. And I think he'll take a bit of beating. I mean, one I haven't mentioned is horse JP's, Annie Will Fly, who won at Navan and won pretty well. Looks an alright horse, but I'm going to go for Space Cadet. I think he'll take the beating.
Space Cadet to take the beating in the Lucky Last. And thank you very much, AP, and good luck today in Fairyhouse.
Thank you.